set on the 24th. You want to put that off until after?
Yes, Your Honor.
Right.
Well, yeah, that would be fine, Your Honor, because I don't think we can resolve this before that.
All right, then we need to go ahead and put the new VOP on the July date.
Yes, sir. 7/29.
7/29. All right, I'm going to go to Houston County. If you'll, Houston County will unmute your device, please. All right, who do I have in Houston County?
Morning, sir.
All right, Robert
Yes, sir.
Hostaflute.
Yes, sir.
Are you Robert Hostaflute? All right.
I'm Robert Hostaflute. Yes, sir.
All right. Give me just a second to find you on the dock.
Page 9 is a motion to withdraw. This is the one. Slow now.
All right, Mr. Hostaflute, we are here today because Ms. Lowe was appointed to represent you after your prior lawyer was withdrawn. And now I'm told that she has a conflict. Is that correct?
Judge, this is a case when I received the appointment, I was not in court. Once I received the indictment, I reviewed it. Obviously, it's a very extensive indictment. It's a very complex case. I am expecting to be out on maternity leave for at least 2 to 3 months. The only other attorney in our office is Mr. Oldle, who has primarily stepped back from any criminal practice. So we just feel that this is not necessarily the best. We wouldn't be the best fit for Mr. Hostaflute in this case.
Mrs. Grant conflicted out, Ms. Hassel conflicted out, Mr. Knowles is conflicted, and Ms. Wilkerson is conflicted.
Do you have another list of attorneys?
In your top 4. That's probably about everybody.
It's a 105 count indictment with aggravated rape of a child, aggravated child abuse.
All right, who's all conflicted out?
Mr. Spratt, Ms. Hassel, Mr. Knowles, and Ms. Wilkerson.
Mute this. On me.
Usually Howard has more than Ms. Wilkerson.
Keeps going back and forth like some
They called for you yet?
I don't think so. Like it keeps cutting.
Yeah. We'll just relax there until they call for you.
All right. Part of the problem has been trying to find someone who can represent you, Mr. Hostaflute, and I'm going to grant your motion to withdraw. I am going to appoint Mr. Roger Waynick, and Mr. Waynick, I indicated to you that based on the fact that this is a 105 count indictment, all involving child abuse, neglect, endangerment, child, and aggravated rape of a child and continuous sexual abuse of a child, which is a Class A felony. I'm under the impression that I would be authorized to appoint co-counsel for you because of the complexity of the case. At least we're going to try that. So I'm going to appoint Mr. Roger Waynick. And if Mr. Waynick, if you wish to draft an order setting out what I've explained to you, then I will sign an order and we'll see whether or not that can be done. Mr. Waynick will be talking with you to try to get you ready to the case. Once he's familiarized himself with the facts of your case and the evidence that the state has, he'll be talking to you about what do we need to do about a status.
Except for status July 15th. Long as posted.
And I just want to let the court know I am scheduled to be on trial. I'm expecting to go, but I'll let you know when it gets closer.
Fine. Let the clerk know if you're not available on the 15th. Thank you. We'll deal with you. Mr. Waynick will take care of you. You can, in our participation in our meeting. I think he's the only one in Houston County. Let's go to Dixon County Jail then. Mr. McKinney, if you'll up. All right. I was going to say about Houston County, I was going to let them know. At the jail in Dixon County, looking for Thomas Lane.
Yes, sir.
Are you Mr. Lane? Mr. Flanagan represents you. This was here for status. Mr. Flanagan is tied up in federal court and has asked that all of his cases be moved to June 24th. So we will see you again next week, June 24th.
June 24th. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. All right, now, sir, we'll go back to Humphreys County Jail.
Yes, Your Honor. Karen Todd Ring, page 17 of the document.
Mr. Ring has one case before the court today. I've asked that he could be brought over. Is that at 1 o'clock?
1 o'clock. We're going to bring you over at 1 o'clock so your lawyer can talk with you.
Nathan Rumsey, page 17 and 18 of the docket.
Ramsey does
That's
have
you
one
also,
new
Mr.
case.
Spratt. Mr. Rumsey has a new case.
He
Yes.
does, Your Honor, and that's number 15103 on page 18 of the docket. I've entered a notice of appearance, filed a request for discovery. The other 4 cases are on the docket, starting on page 17 through 18. Those are here for status, Your Honor. In light of the new arraignment, I think the state's asking for another status date. So the state's asking that this go to October. I'm fine with the October status date. I would request that since we have an interim status date of August to see if we can settle this.
I don't think there is one in August, is there? It'd have to be September. Let me just say this. I'm going to set you a status date of October the 7th. If you all work something out, you can either get with my office about getting it disposed of, or you can, hear it in front of a different judge with permission. So
Just put it on by agreement.
yeah, put it on by agreement if you get something worked out. But right now, we'll put it on October the 7th. Rumsey, Mr. Spratt's got you set for October the 7th. He's working on trying to resolve your case. All right. Mr. Stefano D. Sanders, you're here to be arraigned on a charge of domestic assault and or aggravated domestic assault, interference with emergency calls in violation of the order of protection or restraining order. You have the right to an attorney. Do you wish to have a lawyer? Public defender? Officer?
Wait, reading the indictment, enter a plea of not guilty, Your Honor.
Plea of not guilty is entered. The public defender has been appointed. General, what status day? Well, 19.
Yes.
All right. Final plea date will be December the 9th. Trial date would be December the 19th if it's not resolved. Public defender will be over to talk to you, get you ready for a trial or disposition. Mr. Smithson, you are here to be arraigned on an indictment charging you with violation of an order of protection or restraining order. You have the right to an attorney. Do you wish to have a lawyer?
Wait for reading the indictment, enter a plea of not guilty, Your Honor.
Plea of not guilty is entered. General, what day?
Your Honor, the state would ask this be set on November 20th. His other cases are also.
All right, November 20th.
Trial.
There is a trial on November 20th.
Marcus Stewart, page 19 of the docket.
Judge, I was appointed to represent Mr. Stewart. We are still waiting on restitution amounts. We put this on the 24th so that we can enter a plea with everything in it.
All right, June 24th for plea. Thank you. We'll see you on the 24th.
Brandon McKee Walker, page 20 of the docket.
Judge, I represent Mr. Walker. This case, this co-defendant was previously reset October 7th. She's represented by the public defender, has a pending case in Gallatin. So he's sort of tracking with her, I believe.
And you want this one set for October 7th?
Yes.
All right, October 7th.
Thank you, Judge.
Rebecca Reed, page 3 of the docket.
You're here to be arraigned on the charge of felony, escape, and failure to appear. You have the right to an attorney. Do you have a lawyer right now?
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Who?
Thank you.
Mr. Sensing, I think you already represented. We'll appoint the public defender.
Yes, Judge. I believe that her other case is set in August. I didn't know if the court might want to set this for status. In
August 21, so you want to set it for August the 20th for status?
It's August 21st.
21st.
That's the trial date, right?
Oh,
Docket calls 8/12 or BOP days 8/26.
8/12.
8/12.
All right, we'll set it for August 12th.
Thank you, Judge.
Rachel Earps, page 7 of the docket.
Sir, if you're here to be arraigned on an indictment charging you with methamphetamine manufacture, delivery, sale, possession of unlawful drug paraphernalia, Schedule 2 drugs, fentanyl, driving while in possession of methamphetamine, and driving on a suspended license. This is, I'm sorry, Rachel Earps. You have the right to an attorney. Do you wish to have a lawyer?
Yes.
Does the public defender have any conflict in this?
What we're trying to determine, Your Honor. I think Justin Jones is, but I don't know. I thought we represented Ms. Earps in lower court, but I could be wrong.
You think you did?
I think I did, but our notes were saying we had a conflict, so I was trying to figure that out for the court.
So are you thinking about it, or?
We appointed Mr. Atchison to Justin Jones. And then, you have Ms. Earps.
We'll take the appointment, Your Honor.
Right,
That's what
want the public defender's office to represent Ms. Earps.
wait for him to read the indictment, enter a plea not guilty.
You're not guilty as entered. When did we set the Justin? July 15th for status. Thank you.
Thank you, Judge.
Diane Jones, page 10 of the docket.
Right, Ms. Jones, you're here to be arraigned on a charge of violation of community corrections. You have the right to an attorney. Do you wish to have a lawyer represent you? Public defender will be appointed. That's all right. Remove and flip it.
Enter a plea not guilty, Your Honor.
If not guilty as entered, you want to set it for June 24th?
Yes, sir.
All right, set for hearing on June 24th next week.
Sarah Kathleen Mackey, page 13 of the docket.
Ms. Mackey, you're here to be arraigned on a charge of child abuse, neglect, or endangerment of a child 8 years or less by placing the child in imminent danger. Class B felony. You have the right to an attorney. Do you wish to have a lawyer?
Yes. Yes.
There's no co-defendants. The public defender will be appointed.
Upon reading the indictment, enter a plea not guilty.
You're not guilty as entered. Status?
Yes, Judge, this is going to Judge Waynick. So last date of plea, 12/9, trial 12/15.
Last day to enter a plea will be December the 9th. Trial date will be set, if it's not resolved, on December the 15th. Public defender will be able to talk to you and get you ready for disposition or trial.
Tiffany Penderas, page 16 of the docket.
Penderas, you're here to be arraigned on a charge of child abuse, neglect, or endangerment of a child 8 years or less. Also aggravated assault, domestic assault, and another charge of child abuse, neglect, or endangerment. You have the right to an attorney. Do you wish to have a lawyer represent you?
Yes, Your Honor.
Public defender?
Wait upon reading the indictment, enter a plea not guilty, Your
Plead
Honor.
not guilty is entered. Status?
Yes, Judge, this is another Judge Walker.
All right. Trial date?
12/17, final plea date 12/9.
Trial date will be December the 17th. The last day to enter a plea will be December the 9th.
Your Honor, is there a possibility we may have something worked out for rehab for her? I've got to talk to the general. If we have something, can we bring it back in front of you on BOP day?
Yes.
If need be. Thank you, Judge.
Your Honor, Brandon Odom, page 15 of the docket.
Odom, you're here to be arraigned on a new charge of assault on a law enforcement officer, assault and aggravated assault and vandalism. You have the right, you already have a lawyer representing you.
Kyle Sanders represents him on his other stuff, Judge.
I'm going to appoint Kyle Sanders to represent you on these new charges. He represents you on your other cases, and that will be the most logical thing. Standing in for Mr. Sanders, you wish a formal reading of the indictment, Mr.
No, Your Honor, wait for my reading the indictment, enter plea not guilty.
All right, thank you, Mr. Hooper. Plea not guilty is entered. These are set 9/16. Do you want to set this case for status?
Yeah, I had it for 10/7, but it might be just.
These others look like VOPs.
Okay.
October the 7th.
Yes, Judge. We have another case that's not a VLP. So that would be.
All right, Mr. Odom, I've appointed your lawyer to represent you on these cases, and we've set you for status on October the 7th to see if it can be resolved. If not, we'll set you a trial date. Thank you.
Thanks, Judge.
Your Honor, that concludes everybody except 10 second calls.
All right, and we have some that are going to be brought over. You have a,
Judge, I have Brandon Williams on page 21. I never saw it.
who is it?
Because they're gonna bring him over.
Gotcha. Okay. That one.
Yeah.
All right,
I'm not
thank you.
sure whenever he tells us.
How long would it take you to get all of these that we need to be brought over here?
45 maybe, because there's 10 of them.
It's 10 of them, probably about 20, 30 minutes to get them all hooked up.
All right, let's bring them over in 20. Let's bring them over at. Let's go for noon.
Yes,
Okay,
Your
bring
Honor.
them over at noon. All right. All right, I'm going to go through the second calls. 14993 State versus Cole Younger Baker. Mr. Baker.
So we got them ready for disposition.
All right. Are you feeling okay?
Not too bad.
I'm ready when you are, Mr. Baker.
I'm just signing this form. Judge just got it.
Cole Younger Baker, he's charged in case number 14993. He's going to enter a plea to count 1 aggravated assault, receive a sentence of 4 years TDOC, suspended probation, supervised probation, complete domestic violence classes at Main Street Intervention. Pass all drug screens. There'd be 0 tolerances for any failed drug screens. He's going to enter a plea to count 5 domestic assault, misdemeanor assault, and receive a sentence of 1129, suspended concurrent to count 1. Same conditions as count 1. So plead on count 6 and 7, amended to an A misdemeanor, child abuse or neglect, 1129, suspended to supervised probation, and same conditions and lawful contact only with the wife and the children. Count 2, 3, 4, and 8 would be knowledge and settlement, Judge.
All right, Mr. Baker, raise your right hand. Let's place you on the road.
I solemnly swear or affirm the testimony I give in this case with truth, whole truth, nothing but the truth, and nothing but the truth.
State your full name for the record.
Cole Younger Baker.
Mr. Baker, you're here today and you heard your lawyer indicate what the, and Mr. Baker, Mr. Olin Baker, is this a guilty plea or a no vote?
This is going to be a best interest guilty plea, Judge.
Right.
Plead guilty on this.
You've heard what the agreement is regarding your charges, but have you seen or been shown a copy of those charges and talked them over with Mr. Olin Baker and discussed with him the range of punishment as well as any possible defenses you might have?
Yes, Your Honor.
Well, it's indicated that you want to enter a plea of guilty to these charges. Do you understand you have a right to plead not guilty and have a speedy and public trial by jury?
Yes, sir.
You understand if you went to trial, you'd have the right to have a lawyer and have one appointed if you cannot afford your own.
Yes, sir.
You understand at trial you would be presumed to be innocent until such time if ever the state proves your guilt beyond a reasonable doubt to the satisfaction of all 12 jurors, and their verdict would have to be unanimous before you could be convicted of anything.
Yes, sir.
You understand that if you went to trial, you and Mr. Baker could confront and cross-examine every witness the state called. You could bring in your own witnesses by using a subpoena.
Yes, sir.
You understand at trial you would be presumed to be innocent. You would not have to testify or prove anything, and no inference of guilt would arise because you did not testify at your own trial.
Yes, sir.
You understand that if you went to trial and you were found guilty, you could appeal the conviction and the sentence imposed to the Court of Criminal Appeals and have a lawyer appointed to help you with that appeal.
Yes, sir.
You understand that by pleading guilty, you're waiving your right to a trial and to an appeal, and the state, I'm sorry, and all that will happen is that I will find you guilty according to this agreement.
Yes, sir.
You understand that's going to result in a number of convictions, and those convictions are going to be used in the future to make more severe the punishment you receive if you're ever again convicted of a crime.
Yes, sir.
I'm required by law to advise you that anyone who is convicted of domestic assault or domestic violence is by law, federal law and state law, automatically prohibited from ever purchasing, owning, or possessing any kind of firearms. And that conviction, that is a lifelong prohibition from the moment of conviction for domestic violence offense. You will never again be able to lawfully possess or buy a firearm. You understand that?
Yes, sir.
All right.
Judge, may I have a moment with Mr. Baker? Judge, I have a typo on this form. The effective sentence is actually 5 years. The 6 and 7 is consecutive to count 1. 6 and 7 are concurrent to each other, but consecutive to count 1. So that's an effective 5-year suspended sentence.
All right. Mr. Baker, do you understand everything I've explained to you thus far?
Yes, sir.
Do you wish to waive your right to a trial
Yes,
and
sir.
to an appeal? Excuse me. Excuse me. Do you understand if you plead guilty, the court or the state could ask you questions? My understanding, this is a best interest plea, so therefore the state's going to give us a factual basis. Is that correct? Is your decision to plead guilty today voluntary?
Yes, sir.
Anybody forcing you to do this against your will? You understand I can't accept your plea unless I'm satisfied that there is a factual basis for it and that you are in fact guilty.
Yes, sir.
All right, then I want you to listen to the state's evidence. If you'll step aside and let her have the podium, she'll tell us what the evidence would be at trial.
Yes, Judge, if this case had gone to trial, the state would expect to be able to show that on July 26th of 2024, Humphreys County deputies responded to a call out on Gravelly Run Road, which is in Humphreys County. Once there, the detective Stephanie McFerrin and other deputies made contact with Ms. Allison Baker and her mother and her 2 small children, who I believe were 2 and 3 years old. She told them that her and her husband had been arguing, that he had been upset with her, that she was trying to leave that morning in her vehicle. He came to the vehicle, the children were in it. He drove her out of the vehicle, put his arm around her neck, drug her into the house, choked her multiple times. She said she was unable to breathe. He threw her on the stairs inside the garage. This happened for a period of about 30 to 45 minutes or so, and the children were left unattended in the vehicle while this was happening. Her mother also came by because she suspected something might be going on to check on her daughter. And when she walked in the house, Mr. Baker shoved her out the door and told her, "I'll hurt you like I hurt her."
Well, Mr. Baker, I'm not asking that you agree with those facts, but you understand that's the state's evidence at trial.
Yes, sir.
You still wish to plead guilty according to this agreement.
Yes, sir.
Are you satisfied with your attorney's services?
Absolutely.
You feel like Mr. Olin Baker has done a good job of representing you confidently?
Great job.
And Mr. Baker, you know of any reason he should not enter this plea?
I do not, Judge.
Then I'm going to give you two forms. The first is this notice of firearm disqualification based on violence, domestic violence. The second is a disposition form where he's going to have to fill that out later. He needs to fill it out and dispossess himself of any firearms. So,
Turn this back in with.
yeah, just before he leaves, he needs to fill that out. All right, then co-younger Baker and docket number one. Did I ask you, Mr. Baker, you know of any reason he shouldn't enter the plea?
I do not.
Anything further from the state on this? I'll take it as no. Docket number 14993, upon your plea of guilty to count one, I find you guilty of aggravated assault, sentence you to 4 years, Tennessee Department of Corrections that will be suspended to supervised probation. Count 5, you're found guilty, sentenced to 11 months and 29 days in county jail. And that will be served concurrently with the prior count. That was count 5. Count 6 and 7, you're found guilty of misdemeanor child abuse or neglect, sentenced to 11 months, 29 days in county jail. Those two will run concurrently with one another, but consecutive to count 1 for an effective 5-year sentence. As a condition of your probation, you must complete the domestic violence classes at Main Street Interventions in Dixon, Tennessee. Pass all drug screens with a 0 tolerance for any positive drug screen. One positive drug screen, you're going to serve this 5 years in prison. All right. He needs to see the probation department. Counts 2, 3, 4, and 8 are all dismissed as a part of the agreement.